Hi everybody and welcome. So we're a day late but hopefully maybe a couple of people will come along this evening for Yoga Nidra. This is Susie from Wildheart Yoga and I hope you've had a good week so far. I've become a great aunt. My niece had her baby yesterday, which is all very exciting and partly why I wasn't here last night. So apologies for that, but no apologies for the joyousness of a new baby. So get yourself settled for Yoga Nidra. So there's no physical in-person yoga tonight, no particular movements, but just getting yourself settled down. So get your mat or whatever it is that you're lying on, your blanket. Hopefully you've got a nice quiet space that you can just relax in undisturbed, and hopefully you've got something for your head and a blanket to snuggle under. And maybe you've turned down the lighting so the room is dimly lit, maybe even dark. And maybe you've got some nice smells, some essential oil or some incense. And you're just settling yourself down, ideally on your back in Shavasana, which is a very relaxed position. Backs of the hands on the floor, and the legs are dropping out to the side, but you can have your legs up if you feel easier with your legs raised. You can have your legs on the sofa with the back body just resting on the floor. Or you may even prefer to sit and treat this more of a meditation. It's really your choice. So just getting yourself settled. I'll just give it another few moments just in case anyone else is coming into this virtual yoga room. And for those of us who are here already, hello. And make sure that you're feeling really comfortable. So we're going to go into the Yoga Nidra with a bit of relaxation first. So there'll be a little tiny bit of moving around. But eventually when we're in Yoga Nidra, we need to be as still as we can. So the aim is not to move, but to begin with, we're just going to settle ourselves down by doing a few little things to help us. And so the first thing is to bring the palms of the hands together and just rub the palms together, creating a bit of warmth. And then just stopping and keeping the hands together and just gently just draw them apart a tiny bit and just see if you can feel that warmth between the hands and any other sensations that may arise. So you might feel a bit of tingling, something like that. And then you're just going to bring the hands to rest on the face, just lightly on the face. Just covering the eyes and just feeling that the weight of the hands and the warmth of the hands. And then from there, you're just going to give your face a little massage. So just taking the fingertips just onto the brow, just above the eyebrows, making some small circles, just gently rubbing the skin all around the brow, around the hairline, in between. And then taking the fingers out to the temples, just gently rubbing the temples, ever so gently there, it's very delicate. down to the tops of the cheekbones and the hinge of the jaw, just rubbing around. You might even relax the mouth a little and just allow the jaw to be manipulated by the fingers, bringing the fingers down the jawline, around the bottom of the chin, and underneath the bottom lip and around the mouth, to the corners of the mouth, all the way under the nose, and then coming up the sides of the nose, the bridge of the nose, just gently with the forefingers rubbing up and down here, and then sweeping the fingers up and over the brows and round the eye socket, just doing that a couple of times. Good, and then bringing the hands down, sliding the hands down to the neck, round the back of the neck. Just give yourself a little rub round the back of the neck. And then to the shoulders, maybe bringing the opposite hand to each shoulder for a squeeze. Just however feels nicest for you. Squeezing those big old muscles in the neck and the shoulders, just a rub. Good. And then we can bring the hands down the body and just let's rest one hand on the heart and one hand on the belly. And just taking a couple of deeper inhales. And as you exhale, really loudly exhale. Let's just do that a couple of times. One more. Good, and just feeling on the exhale all of that tension just releasing out of the body. Really starting to feel the body relaxing and releasing down. And you're feeling the weight of your hands on the chest and the belly. And you can start to tune into the rhythm of your breath. So your hands will be moving just gently as you breathe. As that breath comes and goes, so your attention on the movement in your body that breath is creating. Just bringing your awareness to that. Just seeing if you can bring your attention to the breath without changing the breath. And that's quite tricky. Quite often when we bring our awareness to the breath, we actually subconsciously then start to control what it's doing. And that's fine and that's normal. But just seeing maybe if you can just watch the breath as it comes in and goes out, because we don't actually need to control it. It happens quite naturally without any input from, or conscious input from us. And so we're tuning into the part of the mind that is the observer, the watcher. And this is the part of the mind that allows us to reflect on our behaviours. It allows us to start to have some agency over that monkey brain that reacts to everything. And if we can bring our awareness to the breath in this way, and then off the mat we can bring our awareness to our own actions in life a bit more easily. So this is just a micro way of starting that process. Good. So bring the hands down now so they're resting really comfortably and just getting yourself, starting to settle yourself down. We're going to do one more physical thing before we go into our Yoga Nidra practice. And that's just to bring a bit of tension into the body so that we can then relax. So we've probably all done this before, We're just going to tense the right leg now, really tight, as much as you can, maybe pointing the toes, tensing up the muscles, really pull it in as tight as you can, and then release and let go. And we're going to do the same thing with the left leg now, so really tensing up that left leg, point the toe, don't give yourself cramp. Really, really tensing those muscles as much as you can, and then release. Really just let go now. We'll do the same now with the right arm. So really tensing that right arm, bringing as much tension, clenching the fist, and then release. And the same on the left side now, clenching, tensing that left arm much as you can, and then release. Finally, we're going to tense the whole body, so from head to toe, tensing up now as much as you can, tight, 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 hold it, hold it, hold it, and then relax. Good. And now just really letting go. Allowing the body to soften. Allowing the body to melt down into the mat. And just taking a little bit of awareness to the sounds that are happening around you. So maybe noticing the sounds that are nearby, the sounds of your home, the space that you're in. It could be the sound of your breathing, just those quirky little noises that are common to your house that you probably don't hear now. So really bringing your awareness to those sounds around you. Maybe you're lucky enough to have complete silence. And then broadening your awareness out, so beyond your home, outside, maybe you can hear noises in the distance. Maybe you can't. Just seeing what's out there, seeing what's there. And then bringing your awareness back to your body and the contact of your body with the floor. Feeling the parts of the body that are dropping down into the floor, that you can feel in contact, the backs of the heels, all the way up the back of the body to the back of the head. And then bringing some awareness to the parts of the body that feel good. So in terms of good, I might mean something like warmth, which bits of your body are warm, which parts of your body feel soft, which parts of your body are releasing down. And so we are settling down towards this Yoga Nidra practice. And we're going to make a little resolve to ourselves that we're going to try and be still, if we can, just for the next 30 minutes or so. Just becoming aware of your breath. Now as it's moving in the body, moving naturally between the navel and the throat. And see again if you can tune into this natural breath with no control, just watching it come and go. And maybe you'll find that with each exhalation you're just letting go a little bit more. And the breath is soft Maybe you're finding that you're becoming just a bit more soft yourself in the body. And with Yoga Nidra, traditionally you make a sankalpa, so a resolve to take into your practice. And so that's just a small affirmation, nice, simple and short, something you want to bring into your life, or maybe just for tonight. It could be something like, I am calm and relaxed. Something very simple, or it could be something else that has arisen for you. And don't worry if you can't think of anything. Maybe just use the one that I suggest. And just say that to yourself 3 times. And try to say it with real conviction. And just saying it in your head, quietly. Just imagining that you're planting these seeds of this resolve. And that eventually those seeds will blossom into something in your life. And we're going to move into a rotation of consciousness round the body parts. So I'll be naming some body parts, and just see if you can bring your awareness to that part of your body as I say it. And I'll be saying it quite quickly, so there's no time really to dwell. Don't get reflective about it, don't get drawn into any thoughts about those different things, different parts of your body, if you can. And if you do, just notice that you've done that and return to my voice. So stay with me. Stay with my voice as I guide you through. So we're starting with the right side of the body. Right hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand, back of the right hand, wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, right waist, hip, right thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, right heel, the sole of the foot, top of the foot, your right toes, first toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Left side of the body now, starting with your left hand thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, the palm of the left hand, the back of the hand, the left wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, armpit, waist, left hip, left thigh, the kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel of the right foot, sole, top of the foot, the left toes, first toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. So we're going back to the right side of the body now, and we're starting from the bottom, moving up the body with your right big toe, your second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, the top of the foot, sole of your foot, your heel, ankle, calf muscle, kneecap, thigh, hip, waist, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, lower arm, wrist, back of the right hand, palm of the hand, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Going now to your left toes, the left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, top of the foot, sole of the foot, heel, ankle, calf muscle, kneecap, left thigh, hip, waist, armpit, shoulder, upper arm, elbow, upper arm, lower arm, wrist, back of the hand, palm of the hand, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Bringing your awareness now to the major parts of the body. So the whole of the right leg, the whole of the left leg, and both legs together, the whole of the right arm, the whole of the left arm, both arms together, the whole of the head, the whole of the body, the head, the body together. Really intensify your awareness on your whole body now, resting on the floor. Being aware of those meeting points between your body and the floor. Body's dropping down into the earth. Coming back to my voice, making sure that you're not sleeping. Just having an awareness of the body. Noticing the gentle movements of the breath. That quiet breath as it moves in through the nostrils. Noticing the flow of air as it enters and leaves, that gentle, maybe coolness as you inhale, and gentle warmth maybe as you exhale. Just watching the breath as it comes and it goes. And then we're just going to do some counting backwards. Backwards from the number 54. As you inhale, you count 54. Exhale, count 54. Inhale, count 53. Exhale, count 53. Inhale, count 52. Exhale, count 52. And so on as you go back through the numbers all the way back down to 1. Just trying to keep your awareness on the breath, on your counting. And if you get lost, you forget what number you've got to, or your mind is wandering, that's fine. It's completely normal. And just start again. Just notice that you've forgotten. Notice that you were distracted. And come back and start again at 54. Just allowing the breath to be gentle and natural. And trying not to allow any tension to enter the face or the body as you do this practice. Just allowing the mind to become concentrated on your counting, whilst the body remains soft. Making sure that the eyes are soft. And that space between the eyebrows is soft. Just returning back to 54 if you've forgotten where you got to. And your mind has wandered. Just keeping yourself focused but relaxed. Just observing those gentle inhales and exhales. And bringing your awareness away now from that practice, just dropping any effort that you're making to count the breath, just allowing the mind now to relax and settle. Any effort just dropping away, returning your awareness to the weight of the body as it rests on the floor. And just now we're going to move around from different images. So I'm going to suggest some images. And again, as I did with the body rotation, I'm not going to linger, and I would ask you not to overly reflect on the images that I'm naming, but just to see if you can see them as I say them, let them go and move on to the next. Just detaching yourself from any kind of narrative that you might associate with those images. Flickering candle, weeping willow tree, tall palm tree, a horse and cart on the road, coloured clouds gathering, yellow clouds, blue clouds, starlit night, full moon, a cat sleeping, a horse galloping, the sun rising and the sun setting, an ocean with waves, a lake of clear water, a beautiful lotus flower, a golden spider's web, a sandy bank of a wide river, a boat sailing on the water, ripples from a stone thrown in the water, cross over a church, a temple with a monk praying, a worshipper kneeling, smoke rising from a fire, cold snow, a fire burning in the hearth, birds at dawn, a temple bell ringing, a person sitting in deep meditation, the Buddha smiling, the great ocean. And once again, just releasing and letting go from that practice, just allowing the mind to settle further down, allowing the body to settle down. And just taking a few moments to just rest in awareness of the body here. Bringing your awareness back to the breath, and the sensations in the body, any sensations that you can notice. Notice how the feet are feeling. Notice what happens when you bring your awareness to the feet. Take your awareness to your hands. Noticing what happens when your awareness is brought to the hands. Noticing the belly. Softening, releasing the belly. Taking your awareness now into your heart, into the chest. Noticing what happens when your awareness is brought to that space. Softening, opening the heart. And then bringing your awareness back to the face, dropping all facial expression. All those tiny muscles are soft. And now we're going to revisit the Sankalpa, the affirmation that we made at the start of the practice, and we're not going to change anything about it, just revisiting that Sankalpa if we made one, saying it quietly in our mind with conviction 3 times. And then once we've done that, we're turning our mind now towards moving out of this conscious, relaxed state. So just taking a couple of deeper inhales and exhales just to start to bring in a bit more wakefulness to the body, not too much, because for many of us we'll be going off to sleep shortly. Just breathing a little deeper, taking some gentle movements maybe in the fingers and the toes just to start that process of movement. Bringing the hands together, maybe gently rubbing the palms together and resting that warmth on the face. Just keeping the eyes covered. And then we can carefully take the palms away from the face. Gently open the eyes and just start to become aware of our visual space. See what we notice first. What are our eyes drawn to in the space that we're looking at? And then we can start to stretch the body now to enable us to come to a seated position. So just doing what you need to do, just to ease your body out of that stillness it's been in for the last 30 minutes or so. Maybe you're bringing the knees into the chest for a squeeze and a roll on the back. And whenever you're ready, just rolling over onto your right, and you can linger here, laying on your right side for a few moments. And while you're there, just giving yourself a bit of credit, a bit of thanks for taking the time to do Yoga Nidra. Giving your body and mind a bit more of what it needs in this life. And whenever you're ready, you can come to a seated position, bringing your hands together at your heart in the prayer pose. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight to this Yoga Nidra practice. I hope you sleep well. I hope you have a good week, what's left of it, and I'll see you next week back on Wednesday for more relaxation. These will be saved to my YouTube channel, so you can come and do Yoga Nidra with me whenever you like, because they'll be there forever for free. So just join me whenever you fancy. Bye everybody.